Yo, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's your boy Big Randy coming at you at Big Randy Real Men Talk. This is at Big Randy Real Men Talk. First and foremost, before I get into today's video, I want to give a shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel, everybody that took the time to view the content. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my promise and I'm at least crank out a couple of videos every day. So, thanks for everybody that supported the channel. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Today's video is this: my thoughts and opinion on male feminists. My thoughts and opinion on male feminists. Interesting. Let's talk about this shit, because I got a lot to say, man. Let's do it. I don't want to come off too harsh, too upset, too mean, too brash. I am passionate about what I say out of my mouth, and I mean what I say when I say out of my mouth. But I'm so tired of these feminists not holding these women accountable for the men that they choose, the actions that they allow to happen to them. If a woman is allowing a man to abuse her and cheat on her and treat her like she's nothing, then how can she love herself? How can she play the victim if she continues to allow this behavior to go on? Let me get deeper into this shit, because I'm talking about you, Uncle Sidney, and here it comes. You see, guys like you got to understand that you have to be accountable for your actions. Every action has a reaction. When I was out in the streets hustling and I got jammed up, I had to pay for that. It's not me going to my son telling my son, hey, man, the system is against me and all that. I did what I did. Did I say it was right or wrong? No, it wasn't right. But I did what I had to do at that time to support my family. And I always do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not justifying my behavior. But I'm going to tell you this. You cannot walk around and allow these ladies to just keep walking around, getting into these dang dead relationships with these guys they know that ain't no good, you know what I'm saying, and sit up there and allow themselves to be abused and humiliated as women. You see, you got to understand, my brother. Just because I don't have a daughter doesn't mean that I don't know how a man can treat a woman. But I will tell you this, I will protect my daughter if I had one, just the same way you would have. But see, the thing is that I will let her know that don't get with a guy that you feel is going to abuse you or cheat on you or hurt you. Even if you decide to be in a relationship with a guy and everything. And I want to tell you another thing. Ladies, don't fall for the fuckery, all right? Every relationship starts off good. Everyone. You don't get to see how this man is, but you got to understand that eventually you're going to see his true intentions. And like I said, at the end of the day, any woman that allows a man to abuse her and she stays in that situation, then she's got to be held accountable for her actions. And the thing is about it, you be having brothers out here ready to go to bats for their family. A guy find out his sister is being abused by her boyfriend. He go over there and beat her up. He take his sister to the hospital. She say, can you drop me back off at home after she done healed up? She's going right back to this guy. Then you be sitting there looking stupid, like you're finna risk your life or go to jail or go through some things trying to help her. But in the end, she's still going to wind up right there at his bedside. It's crazy. But let him tell it. All the men are manipulating the women. Women, ladies, grown women. I'm talking to the real women, grown women. You know, you only can allow a man to do what he can do to you if you allow it. If you allow him to do it. You're no shameless victim in this fight. They got domestic violence programs. They got all kind of things, battered women programs, everything set up for women. So there's no need for a black woman or a woman of any kind to stay in a relationship and you're being abused and disrespected. But here come you feminists telling them it's not your fault. You just was in love and this and that. Love ain't gonna get no motherfucker, get them knots off your damn head that he keep putting on there. Love ain't gonna allow him to keep calling you bees and walking around the house, you know what I'm saying, smacking you around like you his little toy. That's the thing about you damn feminists. Y'all sit around and make these women think it's okay to be a victim. When you steady going back to these men and you got all these excuses, be a woman for once in your life. Step up and say, you know what? I chose the wrong man. I got to do better. Let me get myself out of this situation before this nigga wind up killing me. But here you come with these feminists. It's all the man's fault. No accountability for the woman. It's all on the brothers. Yeah, the brothers is wrong. Yeah, the brothers are definitely wrong. No doubt. If he puts his hands on a woman, you're wrong. Because I got one rule with that. Keep your hands in your fucking pocket. She shouldn't be putting her hands on you, and you shouldn't be putting your hands on her. But real women will tell you up front, if you ever put your hands on me or cheat on me and hurt me in that way, then I'll leave. I can respect that. Same thing my wife told me. I can respect that. I would never even cross that tundra. But I will say this. If you sit around and act like a blameless victim when a man start abusing you or hurting you in any kind of way, let me explain something to you. At the end of the day, you're not a victim no more. You're allowing it to happen. And you're not trying to get any help, and you're not trying to do anything about it until one day the man hits you so hard that he unalives you. Ladies, step up and understand. Look at the man next to you and understand, man, how he treats you. And if he treats you in a way that you don't feel is disrespectful, if he starts abusing you, then you have to get out of there, ladies. You can't stay in a situation like that. You know, he said to me that my father abused my mama. My mama was stupid for staying in that shit. There's no accountability for that. I draw the line when it comes to a man putting his hands on a woman. Now, the cheating thing, ain't really much you can do about that. Some people in marriages got arrangements. Don't bring me any outside babies and all of that stuff. Some women are just not going for that, period. And I respect that. And I understand that because people got to do what they feel is best for their situation, for them to evolve and for them to keep going on. But one thing I will say, the cheating thing, it gets played out after a while, dog. The older you get, you realize that you have so many other things going on in your life that the cheating thing is just not a priority anymore. You can see a woman that's highly attractive and be like, she look nice, you know. But you don't act on that like you would when you was younger. Sometimes, man, as men, we grow out of that stuff. I know I have. I grew out of it. I'm more worried about making money, paying bills, doing a lot of other things than to be worried about a woman's butt. But that's me. But some of our brothers are still lustful. And my age bracket, they still lustful. That's fine if that's what they choose to do. But I gotta say this to you damn feminists. Stop blaming the brothers and start blaming some of these women and hold them accountable. Once you start holding them accountable, then they could do better. Because I'm going to tell you this. If you're a weak-ass woman and you allow this to keep happening and you're not looking to do anything about it and you just accepting it, you're no longer a victim. You're part of the problem. This is Big Randy coming at you. You know what I'm saying? At Big Randy, Real Men Talk. Now it's time for me to do my final thought. And here it comes. In relationships, it's always going to be ups and downs. Marriage is the same way. Ladies, understand that you are a woman. You have to understand your worth. How can I respect what your worth is if you don't respect what your worth is? If you know a man disrespects you and treats you like you're not nothing, or treats you like you're not a prize or anything, then you need to remove yourself from that situation. Real women don't stick around in that. Real women know, man, what they're worth. And it doesn't have nothing to do with money or finances or anything. It's all about how a man treats you. That's when a woman knows her worth. How you treat your woman. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand this, brothers, we won't be running into these problems, man, where we have to put our hands on. Because if I have to do all of that, then I don't need you around me. We don't need to be around each other. We don't need to be nowhere near each other if I have to resort to violence against you. So basically, what I'm saying is, man, ma'am, ladies and men, brothers, don't put your hands on that woman. Ladies, don't put your hands on that man. If your man is abusing you and hurting you, get out of there. Because eventually, you can succumb to your injuries and you can be unalived. And that's not something you want. Learn to love yourself. Understand that you have something to live for. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no kids or no grandkids or anything, know that you have to live for yourself. And you have to learn to love yourself. Because I'm going to tell you this, ladies. Every time we look in the mirror, we all are flawed in some kind of way. We all can look at our flaws. We look at things on our bodies that we can change. And we all are flawed. We definitely are. But at the end of the day, we got to understand that we have to take accountability for what we are. We have to take accountability for our actions. We have to. Because if we don't take any accountability for our actions, then what does that leave us? In the same situation, playing victim. Playing victim, playing like it's not our fault for sticking around in this toxic situation. So what I want to tell my uncle, the ladies feminists, you're wrong, brother. And when it comes to this debating thing, on this subject alone, you've been TKO'd, my brother. Peace and love to you. I'm out. Peace.